Today we're doing the video on the Raiders, the Oakland Raiders. Just kidding, they're now in Vegas. Little Freudian slip there, huh? They had a three-man draft class in my eyes, which I'll be talking about real quick here. Tyree Wilson, defensive end, Texas Tech. This kid, whew. Great run-stopping defensive end. Also can get after the passer if needed. Putting him opposite Max Crosby with both of their massive wingspans is going to be something special. I really think it's going to work out well, and I'm excited to see how it happens. A little bit of injury concerns. I mean, he was as high as pick 2 for a while, but this is more in the range I really expected him. I kind of thought he was going to go 5, 6, or 7. Obviously, ended up going 7. And then, yeah, I think his ability to, impact the run game, I think is going to really help out that division. I know it's more of a passing division, but if you know that they're going to pass, then hey, they can help out. He can be a down lineman, even a nose tackle if needed, in like a hurry up offense, 2-minute drill sort of thing too. So I don't think is reported as much, but I think it could happen. The Raiders obviously lost 2 tight ends, Foster Moreau and what's his name? They traded him, Darren Waller, right? So they now have Michael Mayer, tight end Notre Dame. They drafted in pick 35 of the second round. They traded up, I believe, right behind the Lions after the Lions took Sam Laporta. They're like, hey, let's give us tight end 2 on their board. And Michael Mayer out of Notre Dame, he's a traditional tight end. I mean, a tight end from Notre Dame, this kid loves to block. He has no problem blocking. He's got no problem slipping out to catch a pass, running some routes. There's a little bit of medical concerns, I believe. Like he had an injury or something, which is kind of why he slipped a bit, because a lot of people thought he was going to go a lot higher than this. But with Josh Jacobs, you're really going to want to help get an extra blocker in there. But, Jimmy G loves his tight ends, loves his play action checkdowns. So he could be a high impact fantasy player pretty quickly, I think. And then the last main addition, adding to that defensive front, this time an actual defensive tackle from Alabama, pick 70 overall, and then in the third round. So I think it'd be like 10, 20 picks in the second round. Byron Young, defensive tackle, Alabama. This kid's very good as well. He was a bit buried on the Bama depth chart initially, but I do like this kid a lot. I think he's I'm just trying to think here. When you think of Bama defensive tackles, you think of the big guys that all just signed. The kid's name escapes me. I think it's Payne, right? On the Commanders. He's not nearly as good as that. I think he's going to be a solid, rotational piece or backup guy, or a guy's name that you only hear every once in a while, young on the carry, or young on the stop. Just like a kind of mopping up defensive player or running backs against him. But not much to add on this Raiders draft class. Wasn't the best draft in my opinion. Then again, I am an armchair GM, and who cares what I say? But thankfully, you guys are here watching it. So, hey, you got Michael Mayer, good start. I think the Raiders were a lot better than they really, the record showed last year. Obviously, in a tough division, tough everything. But adding 2 defensive linemen is pretty good, and getting that tight end to help shore up the run game potential is great as well. So. I have some highlights after this, as I've done with all the other videos. So they will roll after this. So thank you for watching. Continue to watch, please. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
And they'll run it and won't get it. What a play for Texas Tech. Unbelievable Tyree Wilson. And that's why people think he's going to be a first-round pick.
Trips to the left for Williams. He'll look to throw. Defense coming. He steps up, and Williams will be wrapped up, double-teamed, and taken down.
As he had to last week in that triple overtime affair.
Well, that game on Saturday marked the 3rd time, the 9th time in his career that he had a 3+ touchdown game as a quarterback. And that's Tayzon Henry, a senior from Houston, running right into Tyree Wilson, number 19. Tyler Shuck available to them with this Houston defense that's really annoying young Donovan Smith.
Here comes the blitz.
Big time. Tune had to just unload it.
And you know who that was, 97, Tim. That's our buddy. I love him.
I think he might do more than that with his life.
Watch 97. Again, the rip technique, the arm under.
14 of 29 for 210. He can also beat you with his legs. We've not seen that be effective. Wow. Campbell wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. I mean, Tyree Wilson almost was able to take the handoff.
Side of it and don't block, and you can't do that with a guy that athletic. Yeah, he'll run right past you and swallow you up, man.
Trips left. Houston is the running back. There he's got time again in the pocket. Now steps up, now thrown down. That's Tyree Wilson.
And off his spot, trying to confuse him and seeing if they could possibly force a turnover.
On third down, Leary steps up. Down he goes. That's Tyree Wilson, his second sack.
The Dome today, tremendous finish. Orange pulling it out late.
A loss of a yard. It brings up third down.
He finds his way through the hole, but as he gets spun around here, watch as he gets turned around, the hit then drops him right to the ground. Ball pops right into the defender's arm.
Oklahoma State Baylor game, something else, and Oklahoma State's on the docket next for Texas Tech. That's going to be 5 straight AP top 25 teams. That ball's loose. Martinez able to jump back on it.
Lawrence on the way.
There's some people in this press box that probably will do that. Yeah. It's right on the way to Kansas City. Martinez got it knocked out, and that was Tyree Wilson. Back to 5 wide. Martinez feeling the pressure and is sacked. Back at the 16, sacked for the second time today. 12 to play. Clock running here in the third quarter. Brooks comes in motion. Flea flicker back to Martinez. Want to get rid of it. Instead, tried to get it to Sinnott.
Watch here. From the back end, those safeties, you can't see it, but both of them do not move when they see.
Sanders looking for another chunk. It's not there. He's wrapped up and brought down, and that should be all she wrote. Tyree Wilson, second and long. Sanders. Oh, that ball may have slipped. He double clutched it. That was funky.
12, right in that second and 12, running the ball is almost out of the question. And you can see he takes it up.
Reminds me of Breece Hall, who was with Iowa State last year, now starring with the New York Jets. And Duggan, sacked from behind. That pressure came out of nowhere. Josiah Pierre. They're real players. First and goal at the 10. DeMarcado, and he'll be knocked backward.
They'll fake it to him. Now Buckner fires down the middle. It's Michael Mayer, his favorite target, and it hits him inside the 15. He's led the Irish in 2021. Got to get him going. Back to Mayer. Breaks the tackle. Now the end zone in front of him. If he can just get there, and he stopped just shy. Mark him at the 1-yard line. Notre Dame needed something offensively. Buckner looking deep. He's done this often. It's Michael Mayer right back to Mayer. And Mayer inside the 35-yard line. Irish needed a spark. Go to your best player. Buckner down the middle again, wide open is Michael Mayer, and Michael Mayer down to the 31. Now Pine just looking for a last-second effort here. Hits Mayer, has the touchdown. So lead. Here's Pine, scans, pressure in his face, delivers, touchdown, Michael Mayer. Notre Dame takes the lead.
And along 4, close to 5 as Mayer goes in motion. Pine over the middle, reaching out to make the catches. Michael Mayer, and it is a first down. Play action. Wide open is Mayer, and he's going to walk in for a Notre Dame touchdown.
Wasn't going to work in a game like today.
There's Mayer again. They've had no answer for him, and they made
a lot of different things, but he's not scared or shying away from anybody.
Now Pine protected well and fires, has Mayer, and Mayer out top for the touchdown. He has the record all by himself. And 6, love to get Mayer in motion, trying to free him up. Now Pine looking towards Mayer, lofts one up into the air, and Michael Mayer brings in the touchdown. Stop it out, big fella. They bring Mitchell Evans in motion, And Pine rolls the same direction. He has Michael Mayer. Michael Mayer down the sideline, lowers his shoulder inside the 10-yard line. Finally getting himself a moment early in this first quarter. Now Pine fires. How about Michael Mayer? And he is now going to tie for the touchdown lead at the University of Notre Dame with Ken McAfee.
Did not long ago. 2nd and 10. Delayed pressure. Pine going to go downfield. He's got his All-American. And it's into the hands of Michael Mayer.
Here's Pine to the air. Wide open is Michael Mayer for the touchdown. Here's Pine, clean drop, and that pass is caught. It's Michael Mayer coming across the field and takes it out just shy of the 50-yard line.
Has returned to the game for the SC defense. Off the play fake, Pine launches to the end zone. Jump ball, Mayer.
When you get him one-on-one, you've got to be able to take advantage of that. Max Williams, who's had a great year, just overmatched.
You know, the receivers really gave him a chance.
And fires into the end zone, and that's Mayer again, building on what is a tremendous night for him. Again, 8 catches now and a couple of touches.
26, here's the pitch. They try to go outside with Robinson, and it'll be tackled for a loss. Young, first man to him. The run game, straight run game for Texas just isn't there. This front for Alabama is too good. Those guys up front, you already mentioned DJ Dale, Byron Young, Tim Smith. These guys switching sides, want to bring some pressure. And there comes pressure up the middle. Big hit by Byron Young.
Byron Young made a great play by Byron Young early in the game, turning in a jet sweep, and this time takes off the block.
Finley short over the middle, dropped by Hudson. Third down and long.
If you're going to win these big games, you got to throw accurately with those short passes. Coach gives you an easy, complete.
This is going to be a loss. Back to the 6. And it's Byron Young again.
And he has had a good football game. There's Young number right there. Watch him get inside. Blows up. Inside.
6 at the 10-yard line. Got to have it kind of drive for the Bulldogs before the half. They go back to the receiver screen. It was that dangerous as Malachi Moore thought perhaps I could be going the other way with it. Byron Young was somehow, he got it in for the score. Rogers absolutely swarmed. Byron Young with the sack. And now this defense is firing off every which way.
And right there, Will Rogers thinks he's able to work right into the pressure. However, it's a great
The replay here, a nice fake on that hit. The ball was knocked out by Jalen Moody, recovered by Byron Young. He falls up.
We're going to throw it out. What's the point of even having it if we're just going to judge teams by the last 3 or 4 weeks?
Well, no, I mean, if you have
Young
to stop to that logic.